Colts against the Brockville Braves. By coin flip, the Brockville Braves are the home team. So let's start by introducing the Kingston Colts. Leading off for the Colts, number 7, the catcher, Noah Kiley. Batting second, the second baseman, number 10, Colton Melling. Batting third, the third baseman, number 12, Graham Carter. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 77, Graydon McMillan. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 15, Alex Tange. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 16, Nolan Howe. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 14, Blake Schulis. Batting eighth, number 6, Caden Cashman. Batting ninth, the starting pitcher, Sebastian Cote, number 23. Batting 10th, number 88, Evan Seymour. Batting 11th, number 99, Charlie Rappin. Batting 12th, number 22, Grayson Knight. Coaches, Jess Howe, Ian Rappin, and the manager, Mike Schulis.
You pumped?
Hey guys, you want to ask the coaches' names because they didn't write them on my thing. Their names, coaches' names. Yeah.
Mike Wood, Mike Tribe, and Luke Melton.
2 mics?
Yeah.
Wood and Joe? Good, thanks. Now introducing the Brockville Braves. Leading off, number 34, Jack Lanigan. Batting second, number 3, Ronan McKenna. Batting third, the center fielder, number 4, Bobby Phillips. Batting fourth, today's starting pitcher, number 18, Daxon Mothelder. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 27, Oliver Cross. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 13, Griffin Kingston. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 35, Weston McGurran. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 9, Rowan Tribe. Batting ninth, the second baseman, 15, Maverick Duclo. Batting 10th, the left fielder, number 8, Mason Knapp. Batting 11th, the right fielder, number 11, Camden Morrison. And due to illness, unfortunately, we are missing Mr. Kim Wood at home. The coaches, Mike Tribe, Mike Wood, and Luke Mevelder. Now, if you would all remove your hats and please rise for the anthem.
McLaughlin.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
And now I'd like to invite Griffin Kingston to do the English pledge, Alex Tangay to do the French pledge, and Genevieve Lanigan to do the Parents pledge.
I trust in God, I love my country, and will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best. Je crois en Dieu, j'aime mon pays et je respecterai les lois. Je jouerai honnêtement et j'essaierai de gagner. Mais que je gagne ou non, je ferai toujours de mon mieux.
I will teach all children to play fair and do their best. I will positively support all managers, coaches, and players. I will respect the decisions of the umpires. I will praise a good effort despite the outcome of the game.
Thank you.
Let's go stick. And don't forget our cheer. Cheer time, guys. Go! Go! 3, 2, 1. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys. Let's go. Loudest one of the week. Mike. Thanks, guys.
We win as a team! We win as a team! We lose as a team! We lose as a team! We play as a team! We play as a team!
We welcome you here to Brockville, Ontario. It's the final game of the round robin here in the 2025 Minor Provincial Little League Ontario Championship. My name is Jacob Ewing, and it's the host team, the Brockville Braves, taking on a team that is in their district, the Kingston Colts. Leading things out for Kingston, number 7, Noah Kindly. He'll be followed up by Colton Melling and Graham Carter, the 3 batters that will get at-bats here in the top of the inning. Starting pitcher here this evening for the Brockville Braves, number 18, Daxon Mappleder gets the start. Kindly pops this one up in foul territory, and the catcher trying to get to it in time. It will just spin away. And a quick 0-2 down here for Kylie, who goes swinging on the first 2 pitches. So Kylie, the catcher, here in this evening's game, and he's set right on the edge of the box. His hands are in the strike zone. 0-2 pitch. Over top for ball 1. So Kylie quite close there inside the batter's box, but if he's comfortable, then why not? Likes it inside near the inside of the barrel. There's the 1-2 pitch underneath it, pops it up to center field, searching for it, and the catch is made for out number 1. As out in the center field, Bobby Phillips able to get underneath of it, and there's 1 down. There's Colton Melling, the second baseman here for Kingston. On the inside of the bat, ground ball to second. Throw to first in time, and there's 2 down. As able to make the play, that's Maverick Duclos, the second baseman. And so big situations on the line for both these teams, as there's many implications. The Braves, if they want to advance the semifinals, need to win this ball game by at least 4 runs. Anything less, and the Kingston Colts will be semifinals bound. Here's Graham Carter. He gets underneath of it and pipes it up to center field, back to the back fence. As Graham Carter with a double will get aboard in a scoring position, as there will be a ground rule double as it gets through the fence. And so we'll move on to the order. Here's cleanup hitter Graydon McMillan. Trying to keep the inning alive after Mappleder and his defense found back-to-back outs to start at the top of the first. This pitch to McMillan on the outside. Graydon will be playing shortstop when the Colts hit the defensive in the bottom of the inning. So runner in scoring position here for the Colts, and the Braves trying to shut this down. McMillan will hold the swing as he thought about it there for a split second, and then makes the right decision to hold off. So a quick 2-0 count here, and a lead for McMillan. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And will hold off once more for ball 3. And now Mappleder needs to find the strike zone, or a chance here to put 2 runners on for Kingston. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And strike 1 on the inside, as McMillan will take a lookie. Kind of got to, though, on that 3-0 pitch. Take an opportunity there, but it will just get a piece of the inside. There's a 3-1. And this one's by the feet of McMillan, and he'll get aboard with a walk. And the first 2 outs coming through, but the last 2 batters have started a rally here, and there's 2 runners on for the Colts. And Alex Tanguay, hitting in the 5 spot here this evening, will have his first at-bat. He's also going to be playing center field when they get to the defensive side. First pitch from Mappleder. Up high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swings that one high up for strike 1. And we'll have a 1-1 count. As Mappleder still looking for his first strikeout of the ballgame. And Tanguay will go chasing one up high again for strike 2. And a chance here for Daxon to find that strikeout. A 1-2 count for Tanguay. underneath it, pops it up in the infield. The shortstop backpedaling, makes the grab. It's Griffin Kingston. And so Kingston will retire Kingston, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. And so 2 runners left stranded, and the Brockville Braves will head to the bats in the bottom of the first inning, looking to get on the board here in a do-or-die ball game for the Brockville Braves. They need to win by 4 runs, and we're just getting underway. When we return, bottom of the first here in Brockville. Bottom of the first inning here will get underway with the Brockville Braves taking to the bat. It's Jack Lanigan will followed up by Ronan McKenna and Bobby Phillips, the 3 confirmed batters here for Brockville. Lanigan will show bunt. This one lightly hit. Kylie first to it. Throw to first in time. And there's 1 down as Jack Lanigan tried to lay down a bunt and beat it sprinting. Won't be able to. Here's Ronan McKenna, the first 2 batters in the order for Brockville, both not in the defensive side to start the ball game. One of the 2 will come in as a reliever. That is confirmed. The real question is, it's which one will it be? Ground ball from McKenna to the second baseman. Underhand toss to first in time for 2 down. Starting pitcher here this evening for Kingston, it's number 23, Sebastian Cote, gets the start and going to look to shut things down and potentially book a ticket for his ball team for the semifinals here tomorrow. Here's Bobby Phillips, the center fielder, will take strike 1 as it clips the outside, the call. So Bobby Phillips trying to keep the bottom of the first alive with a 2-out rally. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Cote on the end of it. Ground ball and will just spin into foul territory. As a foul ball is called, and we'll resume here back at the bats. And I believe the call is confirmed. And so we'll see what the discussion will be. And Bobby Phillips will make his way back to the bats here after first base umpire called out, but the home plate umpire called a foul ball. So an 0-2 count it is for Bobby Phillips, and we'll have the 0-2 pitch from Cote. And it's strike 3 swinging for the punch out for Sebastian Cote to retire the side in order. And so that will do it for the first inning. We remain scoreless after the top of the first and the bottom of the first. When we return, it's the top of the second inning, and the Kingston Colts looking to open the scoring. It's Nolan Howe, Blake Schulist, and Caden Cashman. When we return, you're watching the 2025 Minor Provincial Championships here in Brockville. Top of the second inning as we join you back here between the Kingston Colts and the Brockville Braves. Daxon Mappleder back at the mound. He pops this one up, will stay fair, and will have enough spin on it, make it to spin into foul territory for a strike one against Nolan Howe. So Howe, the left fielder, will try to lead things off here for Kingston. We'll be 0-1 down after the quick foul ball. There's the 0-1 from Mappleder. That's up high for ball one. So Daxon, this is his second start here in this tournament. Got the start on day number one as well and gets Howe swinging for that one. And one that dips below the barrel there. A little breaking ball and a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And ball to the call. So Mappleder still looking for his first strikeout of the ball game and a chance to find it here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And we'll get Howe looking for strike three. And a leadoff strikeout for Daxon Mappleder to start off the top of the second. And here's Blake Shoelist for Kingston, the first baseman, and was quite busy through the first inning on the defensive side of the ball. And that pitch is up high from Mappleder, and we'll have a 1-0 count. Shoeless high chopper right up the middle to center field. And it's a base hit for Blake Shoeless and a runner aboard here for Kingston. And so we'll move on in the order. Here's Caden Cashman will make his way to the plate. Cashman, an extra hitter here in this ball game. Could potentially see him come in as a reliever later in the game. And time has been called as the Shoeless will put on a sliding mitt. Just in case he's got to make that head first slide into second base, even though he's not allowed. Okay. But I like it, protect the hands. That pitch up high for Cashman. Better safe than sorry. I don't mind the sliding mitt. Here's the pitch to Cashman, I believe 1-0. Well, that's going to get the zone. That's Cashman caught looking, and that's a strike one. And Mappleder a little stare down over there at first base with Shoeless. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Cashman will foul it back as he got a piece of it, and we'll see strike two. We'll get back underway here, a 1-2 count, and a chance for a strikeout for Daxon. Up high, ball two. Had a couple balls to work with, though. Doesn't need to go for it there. And we'll have a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside is Cashman shuffling back to get away from it. And the full count it is. The payoff to Cashman. And a foul tip as the catcher, Weston McGurran, able to hold on, and that's a strikeout for Daxon Mappleder. It's a great way to hold on to it from McGurran, especially when you hear Cashman get a tip and you have that split-second reaction time to make the play, and he's able to confirm it. Here's Sebastian Cote as he'll foul the first pitch back for a strike. So the pitcher's duel will commence here as the two starters go to battle with Cote at the plate. So two down now in the inning, and a chance for the Braves to get out of it and send themselves back to the offense. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Cote. We'll get a piece of it and foul it back once more for strike two. So Cote 0-2 down, and a chance for Mappleder to end the top of the second inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's up high near the eyesight for ball 1.
1 and 2.
It's the 1-2 pitch. Up the middle, past Mapelder to center field. And it takes a bounce off their center fielder. And here comes Shoeless down to third. And now he's getting the wave around home. The play at the plate. The tag will be there in time. And the Braves will save a run as Shoeless trying to come all the way around from first base. And the Braves infield able to confirm the out as the tag from Weston McGurran for out number 3. And so that will do it for the top of the second inning, and the Brockville Braves save a run to keep us scoreless. When we return, it's the bottom of the second inning, and the Brockville Braves looking to open the scoring themselves. We expect Naxon Mapelder, Oliver Cross, and Griffin Kingston when we return.
In the top of the second inning, Kingston scored. Leading off for Team Brockville, the bottom of the second, number 18, Naxon Mapelder.
Bottom of the second inning here in the 2025 Minor Provincial Championships, in the final game of the round robin, and both these teams still looking to confirm a spot in the semifinals. As leading things off is number 18, Daxon Mapelder. He'll be followed up by Oliver Cross and Griffin Kingston. And Mapelder will foul the first pitch back and will go have a quick meeting with the third base coach, who is in fact his dad. And so an 0-1 count here. Sebastian Cote back at the mound for another inning of work here. The 0-1 pitch will get away from him as he knew as soon as he let go of it, saying, just my bad. He knew that was not the pitch he would have wanted. We'll have a ones across the board and a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Mapelder underneath it, pops it up. Shortstop will call off the third baseman, and underneath of it is Graydon McMillan, and there's one down. Here's Oliver Cross, the first baseman. And Cross will have his first at-bat here in this game as the order moves on. Kingston retired the side in order in the bottom of the first inning. Brockville looking to change that here. First pitch swinging for Cross, first strike of 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Cross will take it looking for strike 2, and he's going to want that one back, and now he's gone to battle. Chance for Cote to find a strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That will be on the outside as a bouncer in the dirt for ball 1. So we'll kind of mess with the rhythm here. Doesn't need to go for it right away, and we'll have a 1-2 count for Cross. And gets him swinging with a hard heater from Sebastian Cote, and there's 2 away. And you could hear Cote put everything he had into that pitch. And here's Griffin Kingston. So we'll await the first pitch from Sebastian Cote to Kingston. A bouncer past the glove of the second baseman and out, and it's a base hit there for Griffin Kingston. He'll be aboard first base. As that was in and out of the glove of Colton Melling. And so the Braves trying to get a 2-out rally going here with a runner at first base. And here's Weston McGurran, the catcher for the Braves, with his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to McGurran. Swinging will foul it back for a strike. So gets a piece of it, a positive sign there when you see these Brockville batters not afraid to swing, especially with a runner at first, want to advance him into a scoring position, especially in what is thought to be going to be a very tight game between these two teams. It's ball 1 on the outside for a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. McGurran will show bunt, and that will get a piece of it on the bat for strike 2 off a foul ball. And McGurran thought he was hit by the pitch there and threw his bat like he was about to get a walk, but he'll be reeled right back into the plate here, down 1-2. Chance for Cote to end the inning, and he was about to deliver the pitch, but time is called as runner now at second after a successful steal there from Griffin Kingston is tying his shoe. And now we'll get resumed here as McGurran will step back up to the plate and we'll have a 1-2 pitch. And doesn't get the call. Ball 2 on the outside. And McGurran will stay alive. That is quite the take. We'll have a 2-2 pitch here from Cote. McGurran pops it up, and Kiley not able to react fast enough as it was right over top of his head. But just kind of loses sight of it right away. Maybe didn't think it popped up right at the top of him, but McGurran will stay alive. Still 2 strikes against him after a couple of foul balls. 2-2. And that will get McGurran's bat for a foul ball. And unlucky there from Weston McGurran. That has been the second time this at-bat where a pitch has been way inside on him. And he's ended up getting a nick on the bat there. We'll stay at 2-2. And another pitcher coming from Sebastian Cote. Underneath of it from McGurran. First baseman calls everybody off, and Shoeless makes the grab to end the inning. We are still scoreless through 2 innings here in Brockville. When we return, it's the top of the third. The Kingston Colts back at the bats, looking to get on the board when we come back. top of the third inning here in Brockville. It's a tied ball game, still scoreless through the first 2 innings. And back at the mound, Daxon Mapelder for his 3rd inning of work. Leading things off, we'll see the bottom of the order for Kingston. Evan Seymour, followed by Charlie Rappin and Grayson Knight, the 3 batters that get to go here for the Colts. It's ball 2 on the outside for Seymour's. Seymour playing right field here in this ball game. And that's himself at a quick 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Not strike 1 on the inside as Evan will shuffle away to try to get away from it, but it was right there, slotted on the inside of the zone. Just the 2-1. Up high, ball 3. In a 3-1 count here for Seymour. Papelder got to find the strike zone. It's an opportunity here to get a Colt runner on board for the leadoff batter. That's ball 4 up high and away. And it's a leadoff walk here for the Kingston Colts and a runner on. And a mound meeting commencing here from the Brockville head coach. Just having a conversation as the whole entire infield comes in and surrounds around their pitcher, Daxon Mapelder. And we'll see if this potentially might do it from Mapelder, if they're going to keep him there. And this is just hopefully a spark of positivity from the infield. And it will. Daxon will stay at the mound after the meeting. There's number 99, Charlie Rappin, looking to advance the runner that's now at first into a scoring position. First pitch to Rappin. Just misses on the outside for ball 1. And so every run going to be very critical here in this ball game, as it's an important game for both these teams. And we're tied scoreless through 2. Runner's going to go to second in the throw. It's going to be a race there, and the tag not there in time after it looks like potentially maybe some interference there from the shortstop as he kind of got in the way of Evan Seymour trying to go to second base. But a successful steal nonetheless, and a runner in scoring position here for Kingston. And we'll focus back up here on Charlie Rappin. It's the 1-0 pitch. That dips down there into the strike zone, and a strike 1 will be the call. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Rappin will hold off and take that one up high. So 3-1 count here, and now Mapelder's got to find the zone. Here's the pitch. And he gets it for strike 2. And now a full count. Mapelder is brought his 2, and we'll have a payoff pitch from Daxon. Outside ball 4, and Charlie Rappin will be aboard with a walk. And it's back-to-back walks to start the inning from the Brockville Braves. Here will hit bottom of the order for Grayson Knight. And the Colts, if they're able to find a base hit or another walk, would load the bases up for the top of the order. Mapelder going to try to battle his way out of this. First pitch, swinging for Knight. First strike 1. Just a tad low in the barrel there. The 0-1 pitch. Knight pulls this one just foul off the third base line with an early swing. If that was just a touch more to the right, it would have rode fair up the left field line. Could have did some damage for the Colts, but comes into the benefit of the Braves, and we'll have a 0-2 count. Chance for Mapelder to find a strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Knight underneath it, fires it to left field, and the catch is made from the left fielder right near the grass as Rowan Tribe gets underneath of it, and there's one down. And a beauty there from Tribe, as he really had to reach down and kind of make the basket catch there. So back to the top of the order with 2 runners on for Noah Kiley. So Kylie, he's 0 for 1 on the afternoon, well, on the evening, with a pop-up to center field his last time at the bats. Kylie gets underneath of it, pops it up, and will spin back into foul territory. So a 1-1 count to the first two pitches, and here's the pitch. Underneath of it, Kylie is, and that is right up the alley in between center and left field, all the way to the back wall fence. Here comes runner around. One run comes in. Rappin looking to join him. The play at the plate, the tag, not there in time. As Charlie Rappin slides in there, and the Kingston Colts will open the scoring. It's 2-0. And it was a great effort by the Braves to get the ball back to the infield in time. As Noah Kylie picks himself up a pair of RBIs in a double. Here's Colton Melling and a ground ball to second base, his first time up. And that ball is outside for ball one. The infield in here as the third baseman takes a couple steps onto the infield grass. Melling high chopper over the mound and through the infield. Around comes Kylie to make it 3-0, and it's an RBI single for Colton Melling. And so the Colts have themselves a lead now. It's 3-0. And here's Graham Carter at a double earlier in the ball game. He's 1 for 1. First pitch to Carter up high for a ball. It's the 1-0 pitch. Carter reaches for it, cracks it to center field, and gets down into no man's land. And it's a base hit for Graham Carter as the fire truck honks its horn again. And well, it's only honked twice, and it's both been for hits for Graham Carter. And so runners at first and second here for the Colts after Carter is able to advance Colton Melling now to second base. And here's Graydon McMillan. A walk his first time at the bats. Mapelder trying to get his team out of it now. Bouncer away, catcher can't locate. Both runners will be on the move. And that takes a bounce off the third baseman, and here comes Melling home. And the Colts will cash in a run after an error there by the infield of the Braves. And the 5-run limit would come into effect here if the Colts were able to get Graham Carter around. Swing and a miss there from McMillan for a strike. Here's the pitch from Mapelder. Underneath of it's McMillan, pops it to right field, and it's over top of the outfield. And around comes Graham Carter to end the top of the third inning with the 5-run limit rule as Graydon McMillan gets himself an RBI triple, but it won't matter. And the Colts have themselves a 5-0 lead after they explode offensively. When we return, it's the bottom of the third inning, and the Brockville Braves, well, now down by 5. Gotta get the bats going. We'll see if they can spark something on the offense when we return. Bottom of the third inning here as we join you back here in Brockville. And leading things off, it's number 9, Rowan Tribe. So Tribe going to try to get something started here for Brockville after they went down by 5 runs by the Colts, scoring 5 runs in the top of the inning. Back at the mound for his third inning of work, it's number 23, Sebastian Cote. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Tribe. On the outside for a ball. And so if you're the Braves, you're approaching the bottom of the order. Would love to just get something going, flip back to the top, and then with a couple runners on, let the top of the order just get to work with some power. And that's a strike 1. As Cote, you can tell when he brings the power to his pitches. You can hear him as he gives all of his might into that one and gets the strike. Pitch to Tribe. And strike 2 on the inside, the call. And a quick 1-2 count here for 2-2 count make that against Tribe. And a chance for a strikeout for Cote. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And gets him swinging. His Tribe with a late release will go through. And there's a leadoff strikeout from Sebastian Cote. And 1 down. So we'll move on to the order. Here's Maverick Duclos, the second baseman for the Braves. And we'll go through strike 1 swinging. So not afraid to swing the bats, the Braves lineup has been. Just got to be able to connect. Cote's done a good job with his location, his velocity. Duclos will get a piece of that one. We'll foul it off for strike 2. Oh, 0-2 quickly down and an 0-2 pitch incoming. Duclos got a battle here. Here's the pitch. This one away, and we'll see a ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one will get Duclos by the ankles for a walk. And Maverick Duclos will make his way over now to first base and give a runner to work with here for the Brockville Braves. And here's Mason Knapp, the left fielder. And this could potentially do it, as they'll have a mound meeting here as coach in the infield makes their way to Sebastian Cote. And we'll see if this will do it for Cote potentially. Maybe we want to keep him available for the potential championship matchup if they are able to get there. And no, just a talking to. Cote will stay at the bump. So Mason Knapp will have his first at-bat here in this game as we approach the bottom of the order here for the Braves. First pitch to Knapp will show bunt, just won't be able to connect as it just gets past him for strike 1. We'll see if Knapp shows bunt again. The third baseman very much into the infield here after seeing that first bunt. Knapp will have his normal stance. There's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a chance on that one for strike 2 swinging. Runner's going to go to third. And a successful steal it is from Maverick Duclos. Moves himself into a scoring position. Oh, 0-2 down though for Knapp. Here's the pitch from Cote. And gets him looking on the outside for strike 3. And there's 2 down now for the Colts. As that's 2 strikeouts in here in the bottom of the third for Sebastian Cote. There's Camden Morrison as we hit the bottom of the order. Morrison playing right field here this evening for Brockville. I want to give a quick shout out to Cam Wood, who couldn't make it to this game with an illness. Cam, if you're watching, or Kane, make that Kane Wood. Kane, if you're watching, buddy, hope you feel better soon and wish you could be here playing for the Braves. The runner going to third, and they got him in time. as Maverick Duclos trying to go to third base with consecutive steals, and the Kingston Colts will pick him off. That will do it for the bottom of the third inning. Still a 5-0 lead for the Kingston Colts. When we return, it's the top of the fourth as we just passed the halfway point of this ball game. And the Colts back at the bats looking to extend their lead when we come back. Top with the fourth inning here in Brockville between the Braves and the Colts. Kingston scored 5 runs in the top of the third inning to give themselves quite the lead and now have an opportunity to extend it. Leading things off for Kingston, it's number 15, Alex Tanguay. He'll be followed up by Nolan Howe and Blake Schulis, the 3 batters that are confirmed here for the Colts. New pitcher coming to the mound as well for Brockville. Number 3, Ronan McKenna will get his start as the reliever, as he follows up Daxon Mapelder, who had a very solid first 2 innings and then kind of slipped away from him in the top third. This one over top with the head of Tanguay for a ball. And a 2-1 count after the first 3 pitches. Here's the pitch. On the end of the bat of Tanguay, a light little roller. The second baseman, the throw to first, not there in time, as Maverick Duclos at second wasn't able to get the scoop confirmed. It's a single for Alex Tanguay. And leadoff runner on base here for Kingston. Here's Nolan Howe, 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time at the bats. First pitch to Howe will get the top of the zone. Runner's going to go to second. The tag, not there in time, as Duclos was able to get it in the glove and, well, with a fast enough turn, could have maybe turned on Tanguay and applied the tag, but was kind of twisted the wrong way, and nothing will be made of the play. Tanguay with a successful steal now finds himself at second base. That one's up high for ball 1, and we'll split the first 2 pitches here for Howe. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just misses Howe as he backs away from it at the last second for ball 2. Maybe he was wishing that one did get a piece of it in there, and he was able to wear it to get on base, but nonetheless we'll have a 2-1 pitch from McKenna. This one gets away from the catcher. Here goes Tanguay to third. and he makes his steal successful. Goes from one corner to the next, and Tanguay bakes it away from getting the Colts back in the scoring column here in the top of the fourth. 3-1 pitch. And Howe will just tip it on the end of the barrel there and foul it off. Will move us to a full count for Nolan Howe, and a payout pitcher and coming from Ronan McKenna. McKenna still looking for the first out here of the inning. Chance to find it. And that's by the eyesight of Howe, and it'll be a walk for runners in the corners.
Batting, number 14, Blake Shoeless.
Here's Blake Shoeless to the plate. Shoeless 1 for 1 with a single earlier in the ball game. A chance here to cash in an RBI as he'll take the first pitch for a ball on the outside. So Ronan McKenna has worked himself into a bit of a sticky situation here with 2 runners in the corners. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Shoeless will take a swing on it and will foul it back. Just a little high there on the swing as he tips it down and back. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Shoeless will chase it on the outside for strike 2. Runner will go to second as well, so it's 2 runners now in scoring position for Kingston. And a chance for a strikeout here from Ronan McKenna. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Bouncer down for ball 2. Weston McGurn able to get in front of it though, as getting antsy over there at third is Alex Tanguay wanting to come home. But McGurn will keep him there. We'll have a 2-2 count. Up the middle from Shoeless, in the glove of the shortstop, fires to first in time. And Tanguay will come around and score. So runner will be out at first after a ground ball from Blake Shoeless, but will get himself an RBI. And it's 6-0 for Kingston as Tanguay comes around and scores. Here's Caden Cashman, 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time up. And a chance with a runner at third to get another run here for Kingston. Cashman will show bunt. This one will ride up the first baseline, stay fair, throw to first in time. Play at the plate. The tag, little too late, and sliding in there is Nolan Howe. And the Kingston Colts make it 7-0. But that's out number 2 confirmed after a ground ball by Cashman. And back-to-back kind of sacrifice plays there from Shoeless and Cashman to get runners around. Here's Sebastian Cote, the starting pitcher here for Kingston. We'll see if he returns in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Colts after pitching the first 3. Cote on the end of the back, ground ball to second, play to first in time to retire the side. And that will do it for the top of the 4th inning. The Kingston Colts find a pair of runs and make it 7-0 after 3.5. When we return, the Brockville Braves, well, their tournament lives on the line. Still looking to get on the scoreboard here, and they need to win by at least 4 runs to book a ticket to the semifinals here tomorrow. We'll see if they can get on the board when we come back. And we'll join you back here for the bottom of the fourth inning here in Brockville between the Brockville Braves, the host team of the 2025 Minor Provincial Championship, taking on the Kingston Colts. It's a 7-0 Colts lead after 3.5 innings. And back at the mound for another inning of work here is Sebastian Cote. Leading things off for the Brockville Braves, Camden Morrison is the bottom of the order will go to work, and then we'll go back up to the top for Jack Lanigan and Ronan McKenna. That pitch on the outside for Morrison for a ball. And going for a swing there is Morrison, and he'll take strike one. And so Morrison in this at-bat has showed bunt and has shown a normal swing, so maybe throwing off the infield here of what he's going to do. Here's the pitch from Cote. Shows bunt here. This one square up the third base line. Ready for it was Graham Carter and tosses it cross diamond, but safe and sound is Camden Morrison, as they'll call Blake Schulis was off the first base bag, and it's a leadoff runner here for Brockville. And I think that call shocked a lot of people.
Okay, Blake, now you know, buddy.
And so a mound meeting will commence here with Sebastian Cote, and that will do it for his outing. Cote goes 3 1/3, or make that just 3 innings. And that will do it. Keeps him under his 2-day threshold, so he won't be able to pitch tomorrow. But if the Colts do make the championship game, he'll be able to pitch then. Coming to the mound, number 10, Colton Melling will come in from second base and will look to maintain the lead the Colts have built. And so the top of the order have a runner to work with here after Morrison was able to get on, as the call was that his foot, the first baseman's foot, Blake Schulis, was off the bag. And I think the entire Colts defensive side, including the coaches, were pretty surprised with the call, but it will be confirmed, and now Melling will start his warm-up. So we'll see Jack Lanigan, who's 0 for 1 on the evening with a ground ball to the catcher, which was tossed down to first his last time at the bats. And so we'll get back underway here. Here's Lanigan as he makes his way to the plate. And we'll have the first pitch of the ball game for Colton Melling. He shows bunt and will just miss on the barrel there, as Melling able to blow it by him for strike number 1. We'll show bunt again, and we'll see strike 2 as he showed bunt twice. Graham Carter now on the infield grass, kind of expecting it. We'll see if Lanigan goes for 3 times the charm as the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to Carter, able to handle it, looks for the out at second, and they'll get the fielder choice and keep a runner out of scoring position, and there's one down. Ronan McKenna, 0 for 1 with a ground ball to second base his last time up. McKenna pops this one up to center field, and that will just get down into no man's land. And an early run there from Camden Morrison will keep him safe and sound at second base, as that ball was perfectly popped up in between the infield and the outfield, as The only player who really had to play on it was the second baseman. And now there's runners at first and second here for Brockville. And here's Bobby Phillips, 0 for 1 with a strikeout with his first at-bat. And he'll take strike one looking. So here's the 0-1 to Phillips. And he will go swinging for strike two. As he's took 2 strikes kind of high up there in the zone, but now he's got to protect 0-2 down. Here's the pitch from Melling. And gets him going, strike 3. And that's the first strikeout of the ball game for Colton Melling. Here's Jackson Mappleder to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the pop-up to the shortstop his last time up. And Mappleder looking to keep the 4th inning alive here with 2 runners on. It would be huge if Brockville's able to get at least on the board here. And first pitch to Mappleder. We'll see it down low for ball 1, not chasing it down there. And here's the 1-0 pitch. This one flowing away. Both runners will be on the move, and they both make it successful as they both go to a scoring position. And this makes Mappleder's job a little bit easier if he's able to find contact. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Off and away again. So back-to-back wild pitches there from Colton Melling, and this count in full favor of Mappleder, 3-0. Melling's got to find the strike zone now. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he'll get the automatic strike back as it will clip the outside. Here's a 3-1. A pelter underneath it, pops it to left field, and that's over top of the outfielders. 1 run will come around. Here comes Bobby Phillips. He'll come around and score. And Mappleder will make a heads-up play and go to 3rd. And so make that Ronan McKenna coming around instead of Phillips. And how about 2 RBIs for Daxon Mappleder as he's now at 3rd base, and the Braves are on the board at 7-2. And that's perfectly done there from Mappleder. He was 2 strikes in the inning. Had to find contact, and he did. And it's just a quick conversation, it looks to be, as the infield surrounds Colton Melling. Still looking to confirm that final out and get his team out of the inning. So here's Oliver Cross to the plate now. Cross 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time up. And we're back underway here after the meeting. Strike 1 on the outside. We'll get Cross looking. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Cross will take a wild slice at that one. Really up high for strike 2. He's got to compose himself here at the plate. 0-2 down. Chance for Melling to end the inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And gets him swinging, strike 3. And Colton Melling will end the inning with a strikeout. So runner left stranded at 3rd, but Daxon Mappleder with 2 RBIs with a mega hit to left field to get Brockville on the board. It's 7-2 when we return as we enter the final couple innings here in the final game of the round robin here for the 2025 Minor Provincials. Top 5 when we come back. And so we'll join you back here for the top of the 5th inning. And Evan Seymour will be at the bats. First pitch to Seymour on the inside for ball 1. Back at the mound for another inning of work here, number 3, Ronan McKenna. Here's the 1-0 to Seymour. And we'll chase one low in the zone for a strike. He really reached down there, had to get on one knee to get a piece of it, or attempt to get a piece of it. We'll go swinging though, and here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. In the glove, play to first in time for out number 1. And so we'll move on to the order. Here's Charlie Rappin. Rappin had a walk earlier in the ball game. And we'll show bunt immediately. Cross, the first baseman, comes in right into the infield. Same as Maverick Duclos, who now finds himself at third base after playing a bit of second base to start the ball game. As Daxon Mappleder will now play the second base position. That one on the outside, and we'll get away from the catcher for a ball. So the infield shuffling around a little bit here from the Braves. Rappin shows bunt again, pulls away, and we'll get a strike. So Charlie has shown bunt the first 2 pitches. Hasn't really committed to it. Swings on this one, pops up in foul territory. Duclos sliding, makes the grab. And there's 2 down. As that's a way to move the body there from Maverick Duclos after it was coming down quickly, and he had to skyrocket there, and he did. And here's bottom of the order, Grayson Knight. And Knight will go swinging for strike 1. And a quick 0-1 count here for Knight. Here's the pitch. And he slices one up in the zone and doesn't make contact. And now he's at strike 2, and Ronan McKenna a chance to end the top of the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Reaches for it, fouls it back. As he'll get a tip on it. Didn't fully commit on the swing there. Maybe focused on just making contact, and he did. Still 0-2 down. Here's the pitch. And we'll get a piece of it once more, and we'll foul it off as with an early swing inside by the hands. Able to stay in it, though. Lots of swinging here from Grayson Knight. Not afraid to let the barrel go for a rip. Still 0-2 down. On the end of it, pops it up and into the shortstop's glove for out number 3 to end the top of the 5th inning. So a nice grab there by number 13, Griffin Kingston, and will send the Brockville Braves to the bat. The Braves are down by 5, but have an opportunity here in the final inning and a half to get back in this ball game. If the Braves want to win it and advance to the semifinals, they need to win this ball game by 4, so they're going to need a big inning here. When we return, the bottom of the 5th inning with the Brockville Braves on the offense.
for Brockville, number 13, Griffin Kingston.
Bottom of the 5th inning here in Brockville. Leading things off, number 13, Griffin Kingston will face Colton Melling, the reliever who came in the last inning. So Kingston, the shortstop here in today's game, 1 for 1 with a single his last time at the bats. Would love to lead things off successfully here for Brockville. In a situation where here in the final 2 innings, they're down by 5. And well, in order to advance to the semifinals, which is honestly all they care about, they need to win this ball game by 4. Kingston fires this one up the alley in between left and center field. And he'll turn to second. And how about a leadoff double from Griffin Kingston? And so we'll move on to the order. Here's Weston McGurran. And a perfectly placed situation here from Brockville as Griffin Kingston went swinging on that pitch. As he got exactly what he wanted, and we'll have a quick conversation here with the first base umpire and ask for all of the umps to meet up here, and we'll see what the conversation will be. As the Kingston coach came out of the dugout just to and said something to first base umpire Cooper Bradley. And we'll see what it will be, what the conversation is between the umps as they all meet together. And the call is confirmed. He is safe. And so leadoff runner at second base here for Brockville, and here's Weston McGurran. McGurran shows bunt, reaches forward, will take strike 1, not able to connect. And we'll show bunt again, and swing the call, but and strike the call against McGurran. 2 strikes against him, and here's the pitch from Melling. And a foul ball as he'll get a piece of it. Oh, 0-2 count. McGurran trying to stay alive. Here's the pitch. Outside, he'll see a ball as he tries to battle his way back into it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one on the outside as well for ball 2. So McGurran gets a pair of calls going his way, and now ball's equal to count, 2-2. As Brockville trying to grind their way back into this one. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up to third in the glove of Carter across diamond in time. Play to third, and the tag just won't be applied as a jumping effort there from McMillan. Well, had to be made to get the ball, but 1 down as they get the out at first, and runner now at third. Here's Rowan Tribe, 0 for 1 with a strikeout earlier in the game. Tribe first pitch swinging on the inside for a strike. So no 1 count. Here's the pitch. Tribe will show bunt and will just miss it for a strike 2, as he did commit to it, and now he's got to find contact. A quick 0-2 down. Chance for back-to-back strikeouts here for Colton Melling. Here's the pitch. And down and away for a ball. So 1-2 count here. And Tribe trying to stay alive. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 down with back-to-back strikeouts. Or make that just 1 strikeout. First strikeout of the inning for Colton Melling. There's Maverick Duclos trying to keep the inning alive here for Brockville. Duclos had a walk his last time at the bats. And we'll see the first pitch down low for a ball. The Braves, they need runs, and they need them now. Duclos will commit on that one for a strike. And a pitch that was low in the zone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And strike 2 swinging from Duclos. And now he's a pair of strikes down. Chance for Melling to end the inning. Duclos got to stay alive. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 swinging from Duclos to end the inning. And that will do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll go to a final 6th inning here between the Kingston Colts and the Brockville Braves. The Colts up by 5 and looking to get as big as lead as possible before we go to a do-or-die bottom of the 6th inning for the Braves. When we return, top of the 6th here in Brockville. And so we're back underway here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging for Noah Kiley, and that's all the way to the back wall fence. Kiley will turn for second, looking for a triple. The throw to third, the tag over top of Tribe. And Kiley thinks about going home. He'll stay at third base. And so the ball kind of gets thrown around the infield there from Brockville, but nonetheless, it's a leadoff triple there from Noah Kiley. He had a double earlier in the game. Just a hard-hitting kid, and he comes up big in his last 2 at-bats. And so let's talk about situations here. Brockville, coming into this game, needed to win by 4. It's a 10-run limit here in this inning. But when we hit the bottom of the inning, the Braves, if they win by, it's only walk off by 1 run. That's a base hit there for Colton Melling, and Noah Kiley will come around and make it 8-2 with an RBI single there from Melling. But as I'm always saying, there is one plausible situation. It would be, there's a chance. There's a chance for Brockville here, but what would have to happen is something we haven't seen all tournament long. In order for the Braves to do it, to win by 4 runs, they'd have to tie the ball game and then hit a grand slam home run. And that would put them up by 4 runs. That is the only possible way for the Braves to book a ticket to the semifinals here tomorrow. I know it's a storybook ending, but crazier things have happened. So we'll see if the Braves can make, well, pretty much, I'd say, a miracle come true. They're going to need a lot right here if they're going to want to go to the semifinals here tomorrow. 2-1 pitch here from McKenna, fouled off from Carter. But it's a situation that if that's a situation the Braves will never forget. So that is the only way. Anyways, I digress. That is the only way that the Brockville Braves can still book a ticket to the semifinals here tomorrow. It is pretty much confirmed that the Kingston Colts will be there. Ground ball from Carter, diving play by the second baseman, and the play to first in time. What a fantastic effort there from Maverick Duclos. Just fantastic. And there's 1 down. Here's Graydon McMillan with the runner at third, trying to cash in another run. This one fouled back here from McMillan for a strike. So Graydon, the cleanup hitter, and the shortstop to start the game. Majority of the time does play that shortstop position here for Kingston. Pitch from McKenna. Will get the inside for strike 2, the call. And a chance here for McKenna to find a strikeout in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. McMillan underneath of it and rides it right up to right field, as that is a spinner that goes to the back right corner. Melling comes around, and McMillan is getting the wave around home, looking for the inside the park home run, and it's successful. Graydon McMillan hits himself all the way around and cashes in a pair of runs here for Kingston. And I believe that situation I just talked about is no longer. That's with the 10-run limit. The most the Braves would be able to score was 12. So still can win this game. Let's just focus on this game here. Here's Alex Tanguay at the plate. He's 1 for 2. We'll hold off on the first pitch for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Tanguay, up high. That's up high as well for Tanguay, and now McKenna got a reset here. 3-0 down. Got to find the strike zone here, or we'd see a walk for Tanguay. And he'll get a piece of that one, and a fair ball as it rides right up the left field line. And Tanguay didn't exit the batter's box there right away, as he thought that was a foul ball, but that was perfectly played. Still get aboard with a single. It's back-to-back singles on the ball game as well for Alex Tanguay. Here's Nolan Howe, 0 for 1 with a strikeout his first time up, and a walk his last time. First pitch here to Howe. Bouncer in the dirt, gets away from McGurran, or the new catcher, pardon me, make that number 27, Oliver Cross, and runner will be able to advance to second now, finds himself in a scoring position. And swing and miss from Howe for a strike. Here's the pitch. That's just up high for ball 2. And McKenna, who came into relief for Mappleder, just maybe a little down in the dumps here. Got to find his rhythm again. That one's inside for another ball. The 3-1 count, I believe it is now. Confirmed from the umpire. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And ball 4 on the outside, and Nolan Howe will be aboard first base with a walk. Here's Blake Schulist. He's 1 for 2 on the evening with a single his first time up. Had an RBI his second time, but a ground ball to the shortstop, fires this one into second base, and a catch is made from Maverick Duclos for 2 down. And so runners will have to stay where they are. Fast reaction time play from those 2 runners as Duclos was ready to fire that one down to first, but able to get back there was Nolan Howe when there's 2 down. Here's Caden Cashman, 0 for 2 with a ground ball and a strikeout. Bouncer that gets away from Cross. Both runners will be on the move. Now at third and second. Cashman underneath of it, pops it to center field and gets down up the gap. One run comes around. Joining him is Nolan Howe, lines in there. And a pair of runs score for Kingston, and Cashman will now go to second after that one gets past Oliver Cross, and it's 12-2. And the Colts have really opened the scoring. And so Sebastian Cote at the play here, and a runner at second. And to put the game to bed going the Colts' way if they were able to get that runner at second base around. As with the 10-run limit rule here in the final inning, the Braves the maximum they can get right now with 12. And that would match the number of the Colts. Still 2 outs though for the Braves, just looking for 1 more to get out of it. That's up high for a ball. Cote was our starting pitcher at the start of this ball game. Did a very good job, pitched a couple scoreless innings for Kingston. And he'll take a swing at that one and foul it off. He just kind of nods it off, take a swing at one high up in the zone. Why not see what happens? 2-1 the count. McKenna just trying to get his team to the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Cote ground ball, skips out of the glove of the third baseman and won't be able to be corralled by the shortstop. And Cote will get himself aboard with a single. So there's Evan Seymour to the plate. And that one's on the inside for a ball against Seymour. This is the 1-0 pitch. Seymour ground ball, and that one will go up the middle past Duclos. Played a second, not there in time. And the bases will be loaded here for the Colts after another consecutive single there from Evan Seymour. And well, with the bases loaded, a chance to end the ball game going the Colts' way if Charlie Rappin can find himself a base hit. Still only 1 out needed for the Braves to send us to a bottom 6th. Can still be alive here as they first pitch to Rappin. Gets away from the catcher, and Cashman will think about it, but he'll stay at third. So ball 1 for Rappin. Here's the 1-0 count. pitch from McKenna. Rapid ground ball. Scoop from Duclos, throw to first in time. And run will not score. And we will see a bottom of the 6th inning here. As the Braves, well, they got a chance. They got a chance. And so technically, I guess the semifinals are still alive here if you think about it, because the Braves could tie up the ball game, score 10 runs, make it 12-12, and then the situation we talked about before, they would have to load the bases up into a grand slam, which we haven't seen a single home run this tournament. But it is possible mathematically. But we'll just focus on the bottom of the 6th inning here for the Brockville Braves, just looking to get some runs on the board. And, well, they have a chance to tie it up. They need 10 runs. Final inning here in Brockville. Bottom 6 when we return. Potential final inning of baseball here between the Brockville Braves and the Kingston Colts, as the Braves still mathematically in it. They'll need 10 runs here to tie the ball game. Aren't able to walk it off with the 10-run maximum. First pitch swinging for Mason Knapp as he'll go through for strike 1. Colton Melling back at the mound for another inning of work here, just trying to close out the ball game. This potentially could be the last batter he faces too, as he is approaching that 2-day rest threshold, and if they want to keep him available for a potential finals matchup, we'll see if they take him out. 0-2 down for Knapp as he took that last pitch looking. And he swings on the strike 3 for a leadoff strikeout. And that will do it, I believe, for Colton Melling, as he's at that 35 counter. And they'll put a new pitcher in, and they'll keep Melling available for Tuesday if Kingston does make the finals. New pitcher coming into the game. Number 6, Caden Cashman, will join the mound and look for the final 2 outs to bring Kingston to victory. If Kingston, well, does go on to win this game, they're going to play the East Nepean Eagles, a team who looks very, very solid. A 2-1 record through the first 3 games for East Nepean. The only team they fell to is the Ancaster D-backs, who look very, very good and are very, very good. They can hit from any sort of part in the order, for power, for contact. They got a very good infield, outfield, and can put anybody at the mound to do work. So if this game sticks, I believe, don't quote me, but it's Kingston, East Nepean, Ancaster, and Orleans. If everything stays here and this game ends up going the Kingston way. And so we'll get this inning back underway here as Cashman is ready to go. And Camden Morrison will be the first batter to face off against the new pitcher. And one first pitch down in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Cashman. And swinging on that one was Morrison for strike one. Well, the 1-1 count here is Cashman wasn't in the field to start this ball game, maybe waiting for this moment where he'd be moved to the mound. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Morrison will go through a little bit of a tad late slice there. And his 2 strikes down. Chance for Cashman to start his outing off successfully. Morrison needing to stay alive. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And gets him going for strike 3. And there's 2 down here for Brockville. Back to the top of the order, Jack Lanigan, 0 for 2 on the evening. Ground ball that the catcher threw to first in a fielder's choice his last time at the bats. Trying to keep this game alive here for the Braves. First pitch to Lanigan. Ground ball, scoops from Carter, throw to first in time. And that's the ball game. The Kingston Colts will win it a final score of 12-2 as they solidify themselves a spot in the semifinals here tomorrow. And they'll play the East Nepean Eagles as they top their group. For the Brockville Braves, that will do it for their tournament. An incredible host, an incredible ball team as they finish 1-2 through their group play. The games here tomorrow will be Ancaster and the Orleans Red Sox taking on the Kingston Colts and the East Nepean Eagles. 4 teams, 2 spots in the championship, and there's only 1 winner of the province. That will do it for the round robin. It's been 3 days of incredible baseball, and we'll be back tomorrow. First pitch, 12 o'clock for the first semifinals, and for the second, it'll be at 3 o'clock. I've been Jacob Ewing for the entire round robin. Tomorrow, semifinals, elimination baseball. We'll see you then. Thank you for watching, and good night.